I say. What it is, what it ain't. Take a bad bet, you still stink. Tell the dude, you know what it is. Go hard in the paint. Back at y'all again with another reaction video. Let's do it.
Who would drive the vehicle down there? Do you steer it all or what? Whoa! In northern Canada, there are thousands of valuable classic cars abandoned in ravines, swamps, and barns. A hidden gold mine out of reach until now. I'm a treasure hunter. That's what I do. I hunt classic cars that others can't get. Yeah, go, 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 go! Yeah, give me a hug. It takes a team to achieve the impossible, and I have the best. Pilot Jess is our eye in the sky. My brother Steve's our wrench. Dave is an expert bodyman, and Lee sets cars free. And me, I set the mission, and I pay the bills. Yes! Said it could be done. They rescue cars that were lost to history. We got it done. And sell them all over the world. People say we're crazy, but I say we're just crazy enough. Matt and the crew were on a mission in northern British Columbia. They've traveled more than 1,300 kilometers to the Alaska Highway, hunting for classic cars and trucks from the time the highway was built, the 1940s and 50s. From the air, Matt and Jess are looking for the #1 target, a Dodge Power Wagon, just like theirs. Matt and his brothers found it years ago in this very area, and now they want another one. Everywhere they go, the Power Wagon turns heads, and the buyers line up. I've had guys come up in brand new Dodge trucks and offer to trade straight across for that Power Wagon, keys for keys. Everybody wants that truck. The Power Wagon was the first civilian 4x4 built with muscle and drive to fuel a post-war North America.
I'm feeling good about this. I feel good.
You feel good, I feel
Like
good.
the cards are calling.
You got good instincts, Jess.
Thank you.
In World War II, the Alaska Highway was built by the Americans in record time. The highway opened up the north for all sorts of development, and the Power Wagon was the perfect tool to travel on such a rugged road.
Really?
Hundreds of these came into the area, and I'm guessing that they're hiding somewhere, just waiting to be found. What the hell was that? Again?
Look at that RPM. That's a pretty big drop.
Their search is suddenly interrupted.
And
Shaking a bunch. What is that?
well, my cut's good. I think it's a bang. We're gonna have to bring it in.
We're losing altitude. Just 200 feet per minute.
Just look for a strip.
I'm gonna look up on the maps here.
Now we're just losing a lot of RPM.
There's something about 2 miles up on the right.
2 miles? Is
Yeah,
getting closer.
It's either that or 5 miles
Yeah,
about
we can't do
due
5
south.
miles. We gotta do 2 miles.
Luckily, they spot a private airfield to land at. That was a pretty blustery landing, eh? What was the problem?
So we lost RPM when we were coming in.
Just as a commercial pilot, I'm just a hobbyist. What she says goes.
Hi there!
Hi.
I'm Jess.
How do you do, Jess?
Good.
See ya.
Matt,
Hello, Matt.
nice to meet you.
I hope you don't mind that we landed in your field.
Not a problem at all. Lots of people land here.
Oh,
And
good.
we do custom work here for people as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're a mechanic then?
Matt and Jess meet Larry Moody, a pilot and mechanic for over 50 years.
When you flew over, the way the thing was backfiring and sputtering, I could tell it wasn't very healthy. I will certainly go get some tools and pull a plug and we'll check it.
Thank
It'll
you.
just be a few minutes.
All right, thanks. It's freaking amazing that we happened to land in the only random mechanics place. Look at the stuff around here. All sorts of stuff.
And that he's nice. He's not shooting us off his property.
No, but I mean, all plane guys are nice. I come from a whole family of aviators. My great uncle was a flying war ace. My dad's a pilot. My brother's a pilot. I'm a pilot. My uncle's a pilot.
There's a lot of pilots in our family.
There, now we're
Oh, there you are.
What you got, it sounds like a magneto problem to me.
That's what I was thinking too.
The plug is full of oil, and so it's not firing on this side at the bottom. So you guys are going to have to stay.
Matt and Jess are grounded until repairs can be made. They call in the crew to meet up at the airstrip.
So we hunt cars in the north. We're focusing on all the things that could have been left behind the Alaska Highway. I know there's old wise tales of like full battalions of Alaska Highway vehicles, military and non-military, being pushed off cliffs and sunken in lakes.
But it's a bit of a true story.
Oh, no, there's no doubt about it. Like, there was piles of them for sure. As far as the Alaska Highway is concerned, most of the people in the know for Alaska Highway are all dead. But there is a fellow up in Fort St. John, Deb Fleet,
Okay.
and a really good guy, and he knows the history. You should contact them.
Do you think he'd be up for chatting with us?
Oh, for sure he will.
Yeah? Okay.
We're gonna have to make a best of it for the next day and a half here.
For sure.
With their wings clipped, the crew breaks up to cover more ground. While Matt and Steve stay at the airstrip, Jess tracks down Deb Fleet, and Lee and Dave go to talk to the locals, looking for clues to Alaska Highway treasures.
Our team goes out hunting cars, and we do it old school. We talk right to the locals, we get the leads right from the people. It's not usually me that's doing the talking, but I'm willing to give it a try. Hey, how's it going? Pretty good. I'm Lee. Shay. Me and my team come here, we hunt cars. Old classic cars. This is probably random for someone to ask something like this, but I'm not sure if by any chance you have any tips. Okay. You got a second to chat, or? Alright. That one went well.
Yeah, I know of a couple spots up to Alaska there. There's a couple.
Okay. I don't know if you guys have any ideas, a grandfather, parent that might have some old cars that they want to get rid of.
Do you know where Braden's Crossing is?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, there's an old vehicle down there.
Dave's getting all these leads. I'm fighting it. I stick with it, and I meet this guy.
My dad just bought a old farm property and it had a black Chrysler, an older one with the
Okay.
fins on the back.
All right.
And we're cleaning the property up, so he's looking to get rid of it.
At the airfield, Matt and Steve talk to the mechanic while waiting for the part that will get their plane flying again.
Thinking about buying this?
No, we're more into the old car stuff. Old cars and old trucks.
What kind of old trucks you looking for? I got an old truck. 54 International.
What's exactly what we're looking for? Is it still like in the area or is it
Yeah, right back there.
right here?
Yeah,
Right behind the trees.
yeah.
1 minute we're grounded with a plane, the next it leads to a truck. Falling right in our lap. I think this is a
Right.
real sign. Alaska Highway is gonna deliver. If we like it, can we make a deal?
Yeah, probably get it. Okay. I'm never probably gonna do nothing with it, so I don't know, $500 probably. We'll go have a look at it first,
Let's
right?
make the deal right now. If we get it running, I got Steve with me and pretty much gets everything here.
I'll bring all the tools in case, but
I love those trucks. They're never all together.
Early that afternoon, in search of leads on abandoned power wagons, Jess drives an hour north to Fort St. John to meet Deb Fleet, who worked on the Alaska Highway as a very young man.
The only good thing about being grounded is that with this job, I get to talk to the local. Things to do. It's a real treat. Larry Moody told us to give you a call, and you're being very kind in helping us with, hopefully giving us some leads on some vehicles along the Alaska Highway.
Well, most of the ones, Alaska Highway, of course, is all been picked up and everything now.
And what did you do for the Army?
Well, I was just a kid here, then I was probably half years old. I didn't actually work for the American Army, but the Canadian Army took it over. And I only worked in
So how long is the Alaska Highway?
1,600 miles.
How long did it take?
9 months.
Wow, that's impressive.
They used to haul dynamite by the truckload.
When chatting with Deb, I get the impression that there's not a million cars lying around, which makes sense. It's been about 70 years since they built the highway. But he did give me one good tip.
The road was just a trail type of thing, and we were straightening out the corners. Wherever there was some hard soil, as crooked as could be.
Really?
And that's what the Canadians done, was straighten it out and put in all brand new road.
Deb's job is to physically straighten the highway, so that means there's a bunch of abandoned twists and turns from the original highway. So I'm thinking that that's a good place for us to start searching for cars from the air.
Matt and Steve find the international truck that could be theirs for $500. A great deal if they can fix it without losing precious time.
Nice color. Yeah, I mean, it's all there. Can't get our machinery in here because he's got his crop in. He said it's going to be like a month and a half makes it off, so it's kind of stranded. Drive it out. I mean, is it worth the trouble? Look at it. No rust. It's a market for this. Boy, didn't drive it that much. Taking a risk on international, even for $500 is a risk. I mean, they're not that designed. But there's a buyer for every truck, and no rust, rolls.
Depends
Get
on
it
who you
running.
ask.
We'll get 2-3 grand for it all day. This should come right up. This year was fully removable. Oh, it looks complete. Hey, everything's there. What do you want me to do?
Oh,
Do the motor.
why don't I rig up the new battery and you try and see if there's a key?
Doesn't look like there's a key. Oh, farmers usually keep it close. Like, oh yeah, I'm advising. Steve's an engine whisperer, straight up. I mean, he's got an emotional attachment with it. I don't know what it is, but he just understands it. He's worked on everything from motorcycles to race cars or boats. Hell, even one of my planes. There's nothing Steve can't fix.
Well, I don't want to drain the battery, so just give it like a quick little shot just to see if it turns.
Yeah, okay. And it's good. Steve has to get this truck running. And when he does, that's a truck on the semi, and we're back in business. We can't afford to lose any time. We gotta make every minute count. Every day we're out here costs thousands of dollars. We don't have trucks on the trailer. We're just losing money and turning over without a use of fuel.
Yeah. If he has any hope of getting it running, Steve needs to bypass the old tank and give it clean fuel. And there are only so many attempts at it that the battery can take.
This is full on MacGyvering here.
Put the shot left there.
That's good. Yeah, good suction. I got throttle. I got
Let's turn it.
Try it again. Try again. One more time.
It looked promising and like a routine job for Steve, but Matt's new truck is dead.
Stop. It's a piece. What the hell was that?
What you got? It sounds like a magneto problem to me.
The crew's search on the Alaska highway is grounded while their plane is repaired.
This should come right off.
In the meantime, Matt and Steve have made a good deal on an international truck, but only if they can get it running. They can't tow it out. It looked and sounded promising, but in Steve's opinion, it's easy.
Here we go again. I gotta try and get this running. The pressure's on me to get this thing working.
Right.
without any kind
Can
of
you get it
value
running or
being
not?
out here. I mean, if it doesn't work, it's not worth anything.
But Steve has one more trick up his sleeve.
But I don't understand what you're doing. There you go. That's not looking right. Just clearing the cylinders. And when the engine is turning over and not starting, it's flooding, putting fuel, excess fuel into the cylinders. So we gotta clean this out every once in a while to make it be able to start. I think we're safe enough to get this back on. This is it. We're only gonna get one more try. That battery's pretty much done. I'm ready. Let's do it.
Right. There's always something we do.
David is following up on the tip Lee got at the gas station. It's an old Chrysler, owned by a man named Rick.
Chrysler or Chrysler?
I bought this property in the States and the car was in the shed.
Okay.
There it is. It's a Chrysler. I don't know what year it is or what model it is.
It's a 61 to be exact. I can tell that by the lights, the angle, and it's a Windsor.
So the Windsor is a lower cost car.
Windsor
but
drop.
It was definitely futuristic. It had that space-good look. It was affordable. It had the features that everybody wanted. It was the right car for that generation. Great car.
Looks like something's been living in it for a while.
Oh, of course. It smells great. I think pretty much everything is here.
Nice, nice. It is complete.
So we looked at the Windsor, and then I asked Rick, you know, if we can look around, because that's what we do. We're in the building, who knows what's there? Rick doesn't know, so we're gonna check it out, see what treasures are.
Whoa, Lee. Oh, wait a minute. Rick, close your eyes. I'm just gonna run outside with this right now.
What is it?
Holy crap. Holy crap. What the hell? Talk to me. What's going on here? No, my heart's beating hard here. You realize I'm into 37 Zephyrs in one.
What's that? Lincoln Zephyr.
This is a 37 Zephyr. Holy crap. Did you know it was here?
No, I had no idea it was here.
Oh, God. I'm working on one of these babies, believe it or not.
It's a 1937 Zephyr grill. I've got a Zephyr car. I need it for my restoration. What are the odds of finding that grill? It's like winning a lottery, for God's sakes.
Maybe we can work it in with the deal with the car.
Sure.
What do you think on the car itself?
Well, I was thinking like maybe 3,500.
35? Okay. What are you thinking on the grill? Obviously, you're not sure what the grill is.
I have no idea what it's worth or whatever. You seem quite excited, so it's $500.
Actually, I was thinking more like 750.
Oh, you're generous.
Yeah.
To give a guy $250 more than he's asking, must have been the girl of his dreams.
The car is a little high because you can see naturally there's a little bit of work on it.
So what do you think? $3,000 for the whole works? 25 for the car and $500 for the grill?
Would you consider meeting in the middle at $2,750?
Sure.
Yeah? I like that.
Okay.
Let's go with that.
That's a deal, man. Yeah.
It's wonderful. We get the car, I get my grill, done deal.
The stints in his face.
And the motherfucker pay
and
for the
from
gas
air,
for you to find
Matt
it.
and Jess scour the abandoned sections of the old Alaska Highway.
We're out here hunting power wagons, and we're not finding anything. So we're heading back. We've been out here for hours, and it's not doing my stomach any good. Getting a little spot in the plane.
Feeling okay?
So it look
You
okay?
don't look really good.
Imagine trying to scan hundreds of objects that look kind of like a car, and the plane is just getting rocked by wind. It's just shaking the plane.
Dude, you're
And
a
I'm trying
pilot.
to look out the window, and yeah, of course, I'm gonna get a little sick.
You wanna land?
Yep.
Well, you don't have to be sassy about it. I'm trying to be a nice pilot here
I'm
for
just
you.
trying to hold my head together.
I know. He's actually gonna hurl.
Before any hurling is done, Jess makes a stop at the airport in Spirit River.
Get me out of this plane.
Make it stop spinning.
There was a car over there, Matt. I'm coming on final that I saw something in that hangar over there.
Yeah, okay. Just like you saw that tractor last time.
Screw you. You just have fun being one with the earth. I'm gonna go check this and find a sweet car. The first time that Matt and I went car hunting together, I did find a tractor, which I thought was a car. This time, I know this is a car in hangar. It's not a tractor.
How did you
I'm
see
really
that?
hoping this is a good one, so I can redeem myself. Hey, Matt, it's not a tractor.
After landing in Spirit River, Jess has found a classic parked in one of the airport hangars.
Hey, Matt, it's not a tractor. I hate to say I told you so.
That ain't no tractor. Not too bad, Jess. Not too bad.
Thank you, thank you.
It's all there. Look at how straight. You could draw a straight line down there and it wouldn't move a quarter inch. The GT Dodge Dart was amazing with his V8 engine, mid-sized car. It used to wail back in the day. It's a classic muscle car, and people were nuts about them. Let's just check the bin. Bucket seats, console.
Whose car is this?
Around the rear mirror.
Look, this looks like there's some memories involved.
Ooh, some fun times had in here.
It's not just a late holiday, maybe a car hunter too. This is the best one we found for this trip so far.
Chills me, pains me to admit this.
When we had started this adventure, Matt told me it was going to be a steep learning curve for me in the cars. But getting this win, it just feels really good, and it's just nice to take them down a notch sometimes.
Really like this car? Gotta find who owns it. Bet you I can find the owner before you can. Bragging rights on the table here for the rest of the trip.
Bring it on.
Just did great finding that car, but still gotta find the owner.
Matt has his trusted method of finding owners. Jess doesn't. What she does have is the key to an inside network of specialized informants.
Hello? Hey, Mom.
Hi, Jessica. How are you?
Good. Matt and I just actually randomly ended up in Spirit River. I need your help. Phyllis grew up in Spirit River, right?
Yes, she did.
I have a close family friend that actually grew up in Spirit River. I'm going to give her a call and see if she can point me in the right direction of who to contact next.
Okay.
Your call cannot be completed at dial.
My name's Jessica, and I was just wondering if there was a Greg there by any chance. It just took 5 calls later, and I was right, which feels pretty good.
The name that comes to mind is, I believe it's Mark.
It only took me 20 minutes, and I had already found the guy.
What are you grinning about?
I found out who it is. It's a gentleman named Mark, and he lives in Calgary.
How did you find that out in like 15 minutes of goofing off over there?
It's all the small town girl charm. You can't teach that. Being from a small town, I know how they operate. You can always pick up the phone and call someone knowing that they're willing and able to help you.
Just on the car, found the owner, and now she's making the call to see if it's for sale. Figure she's on a roll, so see if she can do it herself. We call the owner completely out of the blue, but Jess does have a way with people.
Can I ask what kind of condition she's in?
Well, it's been sitting for a while, but they had a very thorough amateur restoration years ago.
I'm the pilot, and sometimes a historian. I'm not the gal that's making the deals, so I was a bit nervous. I just really didn't want him to hang up on me. If you were willing to sell it, is there a number that would make you feel good?
I don't know if I hadn't thought about it. Do you have anything in mind?
As soon as he asks that, I know we have an opening.
I have no knowledge in this department, but I have to say Matt is a really good coach. What about 2,000?
Oh, wow. I was hoping for a lot more than that. How about 3,500?
For us, 3,500 is just a little bit too much. I mean, we have a 2-day drive to get this thing to the market.
How about 3,000?
Could you, by any means, meet in the middle at 25?
2,500, eh? Yeah, I suppose. But you guys will have to send me pictures of it when it's on the road.
Me, myself, personally, will promise that I'll send you some photos.
It's done. Jess makes her first deal.
That was awesome.
My first sale. How
Good job.
exciting.
This is tense there for a bit. You did really good. We should get to do this more often.
So far, Matt's team has an international truck and now a Dart GT. But they've come to this highway chasing a heavy metal dream to find a power wagon.
Right.
The next
to
day,
find a
Dave
power
and Jess
wagon.
head to Charlie Lake to follow up on a tip about a local man named Jerry Attachi who knows all about the Alaska Highway and where there might even be an old power wagon. There's no one more knowledgeable about the area. His people have been here for thousands of years.
Being
Welcome to take off. We call it Charlie Lake. What's in wrong? Sit
Thank you
down.
for having us.
Yeah,
It's a
sit down.
privilege. Thank you.
That was 14 John Beaverton, Sergeant underneath. We were here before the trees, license everywhere.
Wow.
So talking to Jerry, history. I'm talking about 30s, 40s, 50s. Jerry's talking back in 1,000 years ago about the beaver people. It was a real humbling experience.
The Alaska Highway started, I guess, with the Army trying to get through there. Next thing they know, there's people coming across the Peace River, armies on the boats. Some of our people were trying to show them the better way. There's a lot of musketing in the water, the hills.
The highway was built right through traditional lands of the Beaver people, with
Very
little
nice.
consideration for how disruptive it would be.
It went too fast.
Originally, I was impressed that the Alaska Highway was built in 9 months. But after talking to Jerry, I realized that, of course, it affected the people that were already living up here, the Beaver Nation. And it affected them that people had just come in like a swarm and built it in 9 months.
Yeah, we were talking with Jerry, and he just gave us an interesting perspective. You know,
I wonder if that's a real place.
building of the highway. The conversation turns a bit. He's talking about cars. Cars.
Never heard of
69.
Beaver Nation.
Oh,
East Clement, and then Dodge, Challenger.
oh, good for you.
I got a new truck I hardly drove. I drive an old car now. Growing up, I see a lot of old junks out there. They're swung down at the Beaver River. If you follow them, I heard it might be a truck there.
But so we do appreciate that.
We'll give you a map.
That's it, perfect.
Yep.
That was one of the rivers.
Beaver River. Yep.
That is awesome. What a wealth of information. It was definitely a pleasure and an honor to talk to Jerry.
Right.
Steve and Lee arrived to pick up the dart.
Nice car.
And Lee likes what he sees.
I like
Does
it.
it?
Yeah. I really like it.
Does it run?
I've been looking for a car to restore with my dad and my 2 sons. 13 and 9, and this car is it. I love it. It's got great lines, you know, everything's almost ready. It's not gonna be too much of a challenge. I just hope Matt will sell it to me.
Oh, you're serious? Yeah, I'm dead serious. I mean, depends on what he paid for it. I mean, this is gonna be good.
I know something that they both don't know about each other. Lee's
And that's
cheap,
what I hate
Matt's
about this
ass.
dude.
And that's gonna come out in spades when this deal is being made, and I'm gonna love it. I mean, sitting right there, just with the popcorn, just loving it. It's gonna, like, you know, he's gonna upsell you on this. It's the big one.
I think I've done a few favors for Matt. I'd like to think he'd let me buy it.
He knows what the Dodge guy will pay for this.
You think he wants to?
Because he knows you. Play up the fact that you work for him.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, you want me to watch it while you
Yeah,
go, or do you want me
watch the first turn here.
Okay. Tracking nice.
I've done a lot of favors for Matt, so he better give me a good deal on this start.
Don't screw this up, all right?
Right after their talk with Jerry, Jess and Dave head straight for the bush to follow up on Jerry's lead.
He said go down the river.
He did.
Did he give us anything else?
Excuse me.
Just follow the river. I mean, who would drive a vehicle down here in the first damn place? It's solid bush.
Yeah,
You probably wouldn't always like that though.
We're on all these wild goose chases.
It is.
What do we think? What's calling to us? Left or right?
Right.
Right?
Oh, look.
Well, I guess so, right? Following the river, that makes sense.
Hey, look at there. Look.
What? Oh,
It's a proper ride.
Y'all would have missed that if you wouldn't paid attention.
Jess and Dave have spotted a truck in the bush.
Hey, look at there. Look.
oh.
It's a proper ride.
Okay, careful.
Yeah.
I've
I
honestly
know.
never seen Dave so excited, and that says a lot because we've seen a lot of cool vehicles. It's like Dave's personal Christmas.
Awesome, man. Look at this plane. Whew. A freaking car wagon. In the bush here.
It's in good shape.
The truck looks fantastic. It's a power wagon, Obviously something broke down. It's sitting in a crazy spot. What a find. Check this interior out. Holy crap. It's all complete. Look at the keys even. The interior is fantastic. Gotta check the motor in this baby.
And this one was just broke and then they just left
What's
it?
the left of it? The power wagon is an icon. Everybody else is following because of the muscle, because of the strength. It's rough, it's tough, it's gonna take a beating. You can sink it in water, you can sink it in muskeg, you can do whatever the heck you want to it, but it's gonna be reliable.
Look at even the box and stuff. You know, it's got dents and stuff, but what the hell? It's been on the road for 70 years.
Yeah, I bought
Yes! We found it! We found it!
We found it!
That's gonna be wild.
How you getting out of here?
Take, don't do that.
Let's no, hell no.
Should we give them a call?
I got no cell phone service here at all. Can't phone from here, then we'll have to cross.
While Jess is busy with Dave, Matt goes to check the spot they had cited earlier.
Gary the farmer was kind enough to let me land in his field and check out some of his old trucks.
The one-ton Ford was in the family. I think they bought it new in 1941, and it was a farm truck. Yeah, no, there's a fair bit of history there, I think.
Can we walk over to the 41? You never see these with the motor that's still in it. And a grill that's not totally punched in, like destroyed. 41 is my favorite gear. It's got everything going for it, you know? This bling, it's epic.
72,
I want this
75.
41 Ford. It's in such good shape. I love these trucks. It's probably my favorite gear. You gotta let me say this. You gotta let me have a trade me.
I'd like to let it go in some ways, but
I got 69 Camaros, I got Model A coupes, you name it. We can make a deal on this.
they don't have the same sentimental value as this has. It was the family, and you know, my parents bought it and used it on the farm for all these years, and still here. It's hard to put a value on it.
Well, I got that.
But since you like this particular era so much, I actually have something you might be interested in looking up.
So Gary walks me over to this barn. I don't have high hopes or anything. I mean, it's probably not. But you always gotta you never know. A cord. You have a cord. Yes. No one has a cord. Look at it. I'm speechless. It's a cord. This is just not what farmers would have driven.
That's what you're here
Even
for.
on the Alaska Highway. I mean, they're all glamour and style. It's an innovation. How is it here? This is like living history. How do you have this?
Well, back in the 40s, my dad was looking for a motor for a welder, and someone told him there was a car that had burnt just down the Alaska Highway. He brought the car home, pulled the engine out of it, made it work on the welder, and then the car itself just sat waiting for someone to rediscover her.
Gary, this is like opening up a tomb, like Tutankhamun, like that kind of emotional experience. 2 years ago, I found it for it.
Really?
Yeah, Beverly.
I thought you might be a bit interested in this particular vehicle.
Interested, and I'm in love with it. They were completely ahead of their time. Front wheel drive, independent suspension,
No running boards.
and no running boards. I mean, this is the car that Amelia Earhart drove to her final takeoff.
The coffin-nosed cord
Why
was a
would you know that?
masterpiece of innovation, luxury, and style. Fewer than 3,000 were built in the 1930s. By the 50s, they were already in high demand as collectibles.
So I found a cord, which is rare enough as it is, but it's incomplete. This cord, Gary's cord, has all the parts I need to complete it. His parts.
I would love to do a body skin with that, slam it on something new and restore the body.
Because Gary didn't want to sell the 40 sport trucks. He's not going to want to sell the cord. I mean, cord owners don't sell cords. Is there a chance in hell that this thing comes home with me today?
The price is right. Put the money on the wood. Everything go good. Money out of sight cause fights.
And I gotta convince him because the parts that I have will complete his car and create one beautiful cord, put it back on the road. I have to put this car back to its owner. Is there a chance in hell that this thing comes home with me today?
I guess maybe under certain conditions. I don't want to see it destroyed. If you had made it up with what you have, I would be thrilled that history could be preserved in a better way.
I'm thrilled. But on one hand, I mean, this is an ultra rare car. But on the other hand, it's really just parts. But together, with my car, it's priceless. What do I even offer? And it sounds crazy because I've been drooling over it. But at the end of the day, I would probably put this around 3,500. Is that low? Is that high?
I think I'd probably be okay with that.
Well, yeah, I'm not going to hesitate. Let's make a deal. Thanks, Gary. When this car is done, yes, you can still be living. We will go for a drive. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
37 quarters in the middle
I
of
want to
nowhere.
see his garage.
Still can't
What
believe
you got? What have you finished? What you working on?
You see it yet?
No, not yet.
Steve and Lee arrived to rescue the abandoned power wagon from its Forest River grave.
Okay.
Stop.
Are they serious right now?
How did he even get in here?
No clue, but there's a spot over here to come
Well,
down.
yeah, I mean, I don't even know how we can get down there.
Let's have a look.
Oh, yeah, this is lovely.
This is ridiculous. Look at the size of this thing.
Like, this is gonna be tough. I mean, there's a reason no one's trying to get this one out of here yet. And I mean, it's gonna take everything we have in our truck to get this out of there. But, you know, being that it's a power wagon, this is the truck's truck, and it's worth it.
The team's prize find is located across a riverbed about 50 meters away. They don't have a crane to lift the truck over the creek, so Steve and Lee will lay ramps down in the mud and hope they have the power and traction to tow the power wagon over the bank.
This first thing is just get enough winch line over there.
I wish we had bigger ramps. We don't have bigger ramps. So, fingers crossed, it works. We're using the little ramps.
There's no way it's gonna stick.
Okay, popping in.
You good to go?
Yeah. Steve thinks if we lay the ramps down, we're just gonna roll this thing right up the ramps. I don't think this has got a chance in hell, but I'll give it a shot.
I don't know what your plan is here.
There we go. Keep going.
I can't.
That worked really good.
You didn't stop it.
My foot is through the floor.
Truck's been sitting there for 60 years. It ain't gonna have any brakes.
I mean, the power wagon is sort of where we want it, but now comes the really insane thing. Now we just gotta lift the truck that weighs the same as the truck we're lifting with.
And hope that this wheels up the ramps and gets us one step closer to getting it out of here.
Just watch that knot on the hook there, Lee.
I see it.
Keep going.
It's looking good.
We get the power wagon up a little bit, but the question is, how do we get it up and over? Steve's got a plan to drive forward slowly with it.
Whoa!
The short ramp
Yeah, pull that OT on the beat, I'm finna slide, little bro. You wanna fall out by the thought I already
Shut up, because I don't want to hear. I don't want to hurt you. All right, we getting to the end of this episode. Make sure y'all hit the like button, comment, subscribe. Any suggestions on anything else to watch? Without further ado, let's get back to it.
amps have flipped up behind the front wheels and are now in a dangerous position. It was in great shape sitting in the bush, But this dream power wagon may about to be totally wrecked.
If you continue to pull, the ramp is gonna like take the box right off the truck.
Lee and Steve need to lift a power wagon up and over a riverbed using their power wagon and 2 ramps to do it. But the ramps are big and threaten to damage their big prize.
Look at them. What's the other side look like? Worse. It's protruding through the box.
This truck's a big win. One way or another, we are definitely getting this thing out tonight. I'm gonna relieve pressure from the front. Okay. I'm gonna get the front up.
Pull it. Okay, keep going. Keep going. Go. Almost. There, you're free.
The truck is now off the ramps, but Lee sees that they might be useful after all.
I think it might help if we wedge the ramps in just a little bit on an angle. The ramp should give the power wagon just enough to ride on as we winch it forward to pull it up and over. It's moving it.
Come on.
Yeah, it's working.
Do we need to steer it at all or what?
Whoa!
Well, the rope on our winch broke. The nylon winch cable. It's way more versatile and it's easier to handle. But the fact is, this job needs a real steel cable just to give us that extra guaranteed lift.
We gotta get the power wagon spun around.
Yeah,
Not
shit,
much room,
bullshit.
but we have to use the front winch line. It's our only option to get this power wagon out. Alright. Yeah. Keep going.
Doesn't sound good.
That's alright. We're moving.
Come on.
It's looking good.
Oh, feels good.
I think you're up. We're up. Woo! Woo!
Right here. Let's go over here or something.
Let's do it. Tug me out.
I'll race you to the top.
All that's left for the crew on their Alaska highway mission is to load the cord.
You happy? Yeah. I know the market and I know the people I sell to. And
Right.
those people buy exactly what's on that truck. And I hope that we'll get at least 30 grand in this load.
I think the Alaska Highway did us good. I feel like this is one of our best loads yet.
What's your favorite car on this load, Lee?
Ooh. The dart.
You wanted that, didn't you?
I did want the dart. I gave you a heck of a deal on that crane that's mounted on your trailer.
That's right.
And I remember the conversation. I owe you one.
You know what? You're arguing with the wrong guy. It's not even my car.
Whose car is it?
See, Jess hunted it down. Without Jess, I wouldn't have it. So I said, Jess, anyone who wants to buy it has to go to her, so hit her up.
Lee offers Jess $2,500, unaware that Dave also wants the dart.
I bid $3,600.
You bid $3,600?
I bought 36 brown ones.
It's evident I'm not going to be able to compete with Dave on his price. So I'm going to have to explain the significance of why I want this car and how much this car means to me.
The reason I want the dart is because my dad promised me we could rebuild a car. When we got the dart, I messaged him and I said, hey, would you like to build this car with me? And he loved it. So I picture building a car with my dad and my 2 sons.
Oh, you pulling the heartstrings. How much money you got?
So when we started talking about
Excuse me.
we started talking about his dad and his sons to be involved in building this car, it was a no-brainer. It was his car at that point. We're here, we're in the bush, we have thorns in our arms, and we take this damn crap out. But at the end of the day, you're onto this